Today, we're going to talk about that mystical magical concept, OJT. Yeah, okay, so maybe OJT isn't so mystical, but it really is magical. OJT stands for, as you may know, on-the-job training, and it's a wonderful way to gain experience by doing. So what do you do with OJT? How do you do what you do by getting involved? You don't become a better public speaker by not public speaking. So you're going to practice, and you say, well, I can practice with my friends. Or I can practice with my family. Yes, you can, but that's not a bed of roses. Your family and your friends are people you know, and they like you, and you feel comfortable around them. But when you walk into a room full of people that you don't know, it's a little different than looking in the faces of your friends and loved ones and your cat and your dog. So what do you do about this? Well, what you do is you go out and look for opportunities to speak. Even a little bit is better than nothing. I think the whole idea is you got to get off your butt and get out the door and get involved. That's really important. Why? Because you just will not accelerate any abilities you have as a public speaker or a presenter or an involved person in your community until you can really participate verbally. I want to suggest you start small. If you go to a meeting, something to do with school or something to do with the industry that you're in, you have to get up, raise your hand, make a comment, suggest a question to be asked of the panel. You have to get up and do this. If you don't, you're going to continue to be from birth till death, and probably not from birth because we were all so yabber jabber kids, but at some point you stopped communicating with people publicly. And from that time till the time you're dead, you will never contribute again. I don't think that's what most of us want. And if you want to get around that, you simply have to become proactive. Start small. Start small. That's why I recommend volunteer organizations. Volunteer organizations really give you an opportunity to be yourself, to grow into a new self. So I want to suggest to you, I've got a few of the posts on this blog that really will help you along. Post number 1, which was about fear. Take a look at that again. 5 minutes, it's not a time buster. Then go on to number 4, the one about stage fright. That's a good follow-up to number 1. Then go right into the one, number 5, on volunteer activities. This is a win-win situation. And if you want to see what's available when you're done looking at blog post number 5, right on the blog is that little widget for volunteer match. Check it out. See what's there. See what calls out your name. Okay, so do you remember that old phrase, practice makes perfect? Well, that's what OJT is all about. Practice makes perfect. Now, I want to tell you, I'm not so sure that practice makes perfect. Maybe it doesn't. But practice makes better, and better is better. So you want to practice, and what better way to practice when you have that little bit of funny feeling because you're standing in front of a group of people that you barely know. It's not your family. You don't see your dog's face there. You don't see your cat's face there, and you are going to contribute. What a great opportunity to challenge yourself and to improve yourself. So to go along with my thinking, I want to suggest that every comment you make and every question you ask or answer, every presentation you deliver makes you better. It helps you develop into a better public speaker. Follow me on this. We begin by gaining experience, by doing little things, taking baby steps, verbal baby steps. And that experience develops familiarity with the idea, the whole concept of public speaking, how it feels, what it looks like when you're in front of the group. Familiarity promotes comfort. You do it more than once, twice, 3 times, you start to feel more comfortable, don't you? Of course you do. And comfort encourages risk-taking. You'll do things in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th presentation that you wouldn't have considered doing in the first one. And then risking develops confidence. And there you have it. You start in small little steps of public speaking, and through a series of progressive elevations, you wind up being a confident public speaker at your level of confidence. That's a win situation.